Greetings, everyone. So we have another Kyosho, I think. This is an interesting one. I've never seen a Kyosho actually glued down in a blister. I've seen Konami's glued down, but most Kyoshos has a card and it slides out of the blister. So I don't know if this is a Kyosho or Konami, but the base of it makes me believe this is a Kyosho. So it's a Toyota Soarer. Doesn't really explain what year it is, but these photographs we're looking at behind are a 1987 Toyota Soarer, and it tends to match this model. So let's take a look here. So yeah, I almost feel like this might be a Konami package, and someone just put the Kyosho model into the Konami package. That might be what's happening. Because I've never seen Kyoshos with a stainless steel screw. They're always black. So I think this is from someone's personal collection, and they just did what they could to make sure it arrived safely. Okay. So here. So the Soarer is considered a GT, a Grand Tourer coupe, and Wikipedia tells me it was around from 1981 to 2005. But this is the second generation, so it would have been out between 1986 and 1991, and it's supposed to have a body code of Z20, and it's supposed to be based off the A70 series Super platform. Okay. It would have been competing against the Nissan Leopard and the Mazda Cosmo, and it was considered a halo vehicle for Toyota, where they would introduce new technologies. And this particular one, I guess, had the world's first electronically controlled semi-active full air suspension. Again, I'm getting all this from Wikipedia, and I apologize. It seems like over half of my videos are telling you guys the wrong information, but I don't have time to sit there and read 20 car magazines to guess what's right and what's wrong. So I'm just regurgitating the BS that's on Wikipedia. I guess I could just stop talking about cars, but then I think, it'd be kind of boring to have these videos if I didn't have something to talk about, right? So just keep in mind what I am saying may be quite wrong. Okay, let's see here. Well, we got some, I think that's a casting bubble, or no, I think I just scratched it off, so that was a contaminant, unfortunately. And, we got some pretty nice wire wheels. I'm starting to wonder if there's actually air passing between those spokes, which doesn't happen usually. Oh my god. Oh my. Whoa. This is a new one. I have never seen a BBS style wheel with air passing between. Granted, it's not passing between all the spokes. I might be mistaken. Maybe. I don't recall seeing a BBS wheel like this, where the air is passing between some of the spokes, so kudos to Kyosho. I can guarantee you if this was an Aoshima or a TLV, they would be completely blanked off. But Kyosho, they got some daring mold makers making their wheels. So, I gotta say, these are some of the nicest, if not the nicest, mesh wheels I've seen. They're original to a model. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, so the internet's also telling me that all Soarers had this red winged lion emblem. It's not a griffin, it's actually a lion with wings, because that makes sense. And it's the only logo, I guess, used throughout the vehicle. There's no Toyota logo or anything like that. Okay, so that's nice, I guess. There's a little texture surrounding it. And then the headlights are really nice because you can see like the rib details on the back side. And then it looks like there's like two light buckets. These are painted on. This gold trim is painted. This little black here. It's a little bit recessed, barely though. And then, whoa, I feel something in there. Some sort of ribbing. It's probably part of the plastic base. Okay. So on the photo of the real car, they're like silver pieces, chromed. I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're lights or they're just helping people to know where the corner of the vehicle is. What do you guys think? Please leave a comment. What are those things? And then, I guess this must be from someone's personal collection. This also has a gunk on it. Okay, this side here, yeah, the wheels are alright. This gold paint carries across. I don't know if it's scratched or not applied. No, it's the casting itself. There's like a weird flat spot here. I think it's like this molding is on the door, right? And so the door has to open, so there's always that flat spot there to clear this. So they actually got that into the casting. So that's interesting. No additional mirror detail. These taillights here. Well, I mean the silver isn't the best application, but it is on top of this clear red plastic, and then there's a little orange here as well. I don't know if that's paint or not. It might be paint on it or something. And then this gold, and then I imagine these must be the backup lights, these silver rectangles. And then is that the winged griffin, or what is that? It's just like a silver box. It's hard to tell being silver on white, but there is some sort of graphic there, and I can't focus on it. So I apologize. I don't know what that is. I can't tell. It might be an S. Well, sorry, I can't decipher that shape. Just some blanked off tiny black exhaust tips there, and then nice treads, pretty decent tires, just press fit together. Minor details there. Okay, what about the interior? Yeah, your typical Kyosho, black molded details, just hard to see without a flashlight. Okay. Alright, so the last thing I learned really is just, engines would have been inline 4s or inline 6. And inline 6 could have been turbocharged, so it would have had 240 horsepower and the highest power output. And I think that's what this is representing, because the photographs that I was comparing to do say twin turbo on the front and back. So, okay, well, I don't know, kind of on this one. The greatest part about this model are the wheels. Those are some super cool wheels. It's just not a particularly awesome looking vehicle. It's and then I'm now noticing like how the plastic is sticking out past the body here. It's not really flush. And it's on both sides, like, and really everywhere. This plastic is sticking out past the casting, so I don't know what collection this thing was from, because they never say what, they never give you that information, unfortunately. I don't know how old this model is. Pleasantly, well, no, I was gonna say the paint's looking good, but I kind of feel like there's some paint rash right there. And then I'm naturally gonna have to try to Q-tip all this grime off of it. Yeah, kind of, wonder what kind of germs I just rubbed on my fingers there. Alright, well, let's take a solar spinner out here and let it go for a spin. I do have 2 other Soarers in my collection, so I figure we'll just take a look at, compare them. So I'll start with the illogical one. This is an Aoshima. This is one of their Grachon collection cars, so it's got some sort of Liberty Walk body kit on it, and it's funky. That's all I can say. It's a funky, very unique looking vehicle. It's totally slammed to the ground with those tiny wheels on it. But I like it. It's just weird. Alright, but I do have a more normal one, and this is done up by Konami. Unfortunately, there's no year on the bottom of this one either, so I don't know how old that model is, and it definitely seems to be a different year of car. I think it might be the very first one, so maybe it's from like 1986 or something like that. The grills are a little different. But what's nice about this Konami is, I don't know if you can tell, but that interior, it has multiple colors. It's black and white. And then no, that one doesn't have suspension. Some Konamis have suspension. So actually, looking at these two here, I almost feel like the Konami is a better vehicle. It's a better model. It seems to have a lot more detail going on. Definitely on the inside, but even on the outside, like, it just seems to have a lot more. I'm also noticing this Kyosho has no wiper blades. The Konami has wiper blades front and rear. The Kyosho only has one weird floating rear wiper blade. See that yellow strip? But there's nothing connecting it to anything. So maybe this is like an early Kyosho, because it kind of, it has that like lack of quality, kind of like the very first Ferrari mini car collection or the very first Porsche collection. So, all right. Well, I guess it. Just don't need to dwell on it. Well, anyways, if you like Toyota luxury GTs, this is the Toyota Soarer, and you might want to look into it. All right. Thanks.